guys, so I'm on my way out to go and do my theory test. Anyway, I read well. Not exactly reading well, but at least I looked at what I should check and all in YouTube. There are 2 parts to it. Thank God that I'll give you the full detail later. But I'm on my way out now. My test is 1 o'clock. So see ya. So I'm here. I hope that it is at the day. So I refuse to open it because I want to see it where I'll be able to tell you people if I failed or not. Alright, so this is it. Let me open. Okay. This is information. Whatever this means. Theory test. Has failed. Jesus. Oh no, failed. Multiple choice. How did I score 36 out of 50? Are you kidding me? On the hazard part, the pass mark is 44. Hazard here got mobile 62. Can you imagine? Oh God. Alright, I'll do it again. We'll do it again. I failed the multi-choice. Can you imagine? Of all the things. Oh sugar. It's more of my leg on the pass. Are you kidding me? The hazard, I got 62 No, you sure? Well, I get. So that's how it went too. So I want to just gist you how it goes. So when you get into the test center, once you go into the major test office, the front desk people, the first thing they tell you is to confirm your ID that it is you. You drop your theory, there's a provisional license, that's like your learner's license that you get upon your first application to get the provisional license. So that license, once that license gets to you, you are not permitted to drive until you pass the theory test. And then after that, you now go for your for the practical test to get the full license. So you are asked to drop it, and then you are asked, this is the headband that they told me to remove. I removed it, and then you are not allowed to put on any wristwatch. You are not allowed to turn on your phones. You should put off your phones at that point. Put everything in your bags, and then when you are done, there's a cabinet. You know all those bank cabinets where you keep your bags. You are given a card and a key. Your ID card, that your provisional license, gets slotted into the key. So you use it to open the cabinet and keep all your luggage, your jacket, everything inside. They even check up to the point of your trousers. You check inside. I think I asked the girl, because I'm always curious. When I got inside, upon getting into the main hall for the test, the lady was not like, I should raise up my trouser, my socks, let her see, and my pockets. And I was like, do people cheat? She was like, of course, people cheat. So obviously some people sneak in written items and all that. That was why I'm sure they asked me to remove my headband, just in case I'm hiding something inside. So when you are done, you are assigned to a particular computer to sit. You are asked at the front desk if you want to listen to the questions, or you want to read it out yourself, or you want it to be read out to you from the headphones. And I said I wanted it to be read out to me, but I found it very distracting. So I had to shift the headphones down to my neck so that I could just hear it faintly, because it was disturbing my line of thought. So then after that, you sit down. You can choose to do a practice of maybe 15 minutes just to see how to answer and click. Well, I just did that for the purpose of doing that, but I had tried some stuff already online. So after that, there are 2 parts. The part A is multi-choice questions. Then the part B is a hazard. That hazard is like your reaction to seeing different scenarios. So the multi-choice questions are different questions. They will test you about road signs, the highway codes. Those are basically it. So they are like 55 questions. Yeah, 55 questions or 50 questions. Yeah, you are meant to pass 43 out of it. 50 questions, you're meant to pass 43. Then the other one, the hazards, that one tests your reactions. Maybe you see a vehicle coming, your peripheral vision, how quickly do you react that it's a sign of danger, and pedestrians walking on the road, motorcyclists going on the road and all that. It was actually fun. So that one is, how many questions? I think there were 15 or 14 questions here. And it carries a total mark of, how many marks is that? A total mark of 70 something. Yeah, I think 72 or so. Yes, I think 72. So you're meant to pass, you're meant to have a pass mark of 40 something or 50 something. Yeah, about 40 something or 50 something. So that one, the first part, unfortunately, I failed the first part. I missed it by 7 marks. You're meant to get 43. I got 36. While and that MCQ is the one, the multi-choice, the first part is the one that everybody says is very simple and everything. In fact, when I tried it, there were a lot of questions that I could answer. I did like 5 or 6 different tests. In all the 5 or 6, I think I failed maybe only 3 or 4. And I read that there are like a total of 1,500 questions. So of course the questions get recycled every time from time it gets recycled. But of course, you get to answer just 50. So the chances that you'll be answering the same questions are high, but not for all of them. So while the second part, which is the toughest one, a colleague of mine at work had told me 2 weeks ago she came from her own directly from her driving test to work. She was looking crestfallen that day. We're not asking her that what happened to her. She said that she failed that theory test. Of course, we had a good laugh. And she said it was that multi-choice question that was easy. That was the one that she got. I think she said she got everything, or maybe she failed just one. While the hazard was the one that she failed woefully. And guess who passed the hazard? There's this particular one that I watched 2 nights ago that was just spot on. It was just spot on. So I answered like that one. The person did like 25 questions, or yeah, about 24 or thereabouts, and I watched through everything. So I knew what to expect. And the hazard that is even very difficult, I got 60. Can you imagine 60? Anywho, it was fun. So in short, because I passed one part and I not passed the other part, that means I failed. So I have to take it again. Honestly, yesterday I was just laughing. My husband and I were just laughing at each other. When he did his own the first time, then he did it first time. He did only the part A. He did not know that there was a part B. So eventually that means he failed. But by the time he did the second time, he passed it. So what I want to do now is I'll find the next available date and go and do it again and then pass it and come back and tell you people. So that's the gist of how it went. And I don't know, am I not supposed to be feeling bad? Honestly, it was actually just fun for me because, okay, now then he explained to me that the reason why I probably passed the hazard is because I'm already driving. And then I've always been a very careful driver. I've always been a careful driver. If there's one thing that I know about myself, I'm always very careful. I've always thought about, even in Nigeria, I've always had that sense of be at alert, your peripheral vision and all of that, and just basically anticipate ahead. I mean, just assume you're the only sane person walking the road and everything. I'm always very attuned to any signs of danger and all that. I tell myself that I know that I'm a careful driver. I know that even my kids attest to that. My husband, people that I drive, they say that and everything. So I don't even want trouble. You get, I cannot beg, I cannot shout. So I would rather just be careful. So that's how it went to. But belle people now, if I hear one pim from anybody, anyway, don't worry, I'll come back. The second time, I'll let you know. I would have passed it by then, and I'll come back and gist you people. So that's how it went. It was fun. So now I have to go and read my multi-choice again. Very annoying. There's one question about tax that they asked. Oh God, I was like, what's this people's? I'm so sure that I failed that one. Then I finished I finished in good time. Then I had time to go and cross-check. So when I cross-checked, there were some answers I changed again. I strongly suspect that those were the ones that I did not pass. But nothing they happened. Still on still. We good. Just 7 points. You know pain, Sha. Okay, it's just my money, because I'll be paying another 28 pounds or 30 something pounds, I think. Yeah, that's what I'll pay again to write it. So, but nothing they happen. We may have. All right, guys. So if you are looking to do a theory test, please ensure that you go through all of the questions properly, the hazard and everything. Just practice and all. Practice is not hard. That's the truth. It's not hard. The settings very relaxed. Everything is not hard. So nothing spoil. We just keep trying again. Of course, the second time, please, I have to nail it this time around, because how do I want to come and face with people? But that is how it went, sha. Thank you so much, everybody. I see ya.